Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog Game Grill. I'm your host, Doug, here with your sports video blog for June 4th, 2014. A great blog planned for you today. New York sports update. Both the Yankees and the Mets drop games last night. Yankees losing 3 in a row now. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. We'll talk about that series briefly. Major League Baseball action. The NFL win totals are out and 2 quarterbacks are being compared to each other. But first, let's get to our NBA Finals preview. Game 1 tonight in San Antonio, tip right around 9:05. It's going to be an exciting series for sure. Some early trash talk going on, which it's not really trash talk, but people are looking at it that way. A lot of people talk about the new, or the old format they're going back to, the 2-2-1-1-1. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I think it really favors Miami Heat, just the travel overall. I think the Heat travel better as a team. They're younger. They can get on planes easier, get off. It's not as much of a stress or tiring to them. So I think that goes definitely advantage Heat. I think the biggest key is that the Heat need to win tonight to take home court away from San Antonio and really get to San Antonio before Dwayne Wade could wear down, Chris Bosh could become a non-factor, and LeBron James has to be forced to carry the team. Good sign for San Antonio is that Tony Parker will play tonight despite his ankle injury. That is the biggest key, I think, to the series is if Tony Parker can play every game, because really they say Bellinelli, they like Patty Mills, they like Joseph, they like Manu Ginobili to handle the ball, but if you have Tony Parker and they're orchestrating your offense for all of the games in the series, that is going to be a big key for them. Game 1, if you have to pick an X factor, I'm looking at Dwayne Wade. He's going to be healthy, he's going to be rested, he's going to be ready to go, and Dwayne Wade could take the load off LeBron in Game 1, because I look at LeBron as a guy that can win 2 games by himself. Dwayne Wade, right now, a guy that can win 1 game by himself, and the game that he needs to win is tonight. I think the Heat will win. It will be a close one, and we'll be seeing Game 2 in San Antonio on Sunday, and that's going to be a good one. So we'll talk about that on Friday. NFL action, let's talk about Johnny Manziel today. Johnny Manziel has now been compared by his offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan, to Robert Griffin III. And the question has been asked, which quarterback is going to have a better career in the NFL? It's an interesting question for sure, as we've seen RG3's already had some limited success in his first year. Wasn't great at all last year, coming off that knee injury. I think RG3 has the potential to be more durable in the league. I think he throws better from the pocket and throws better under duress than Johnny Manziel. And he has a little bit more size than Manziel as well. So if I had to pick between these two guys, I'm going to pick RG3 as the guy that's going to play better and have a longer career in the NFL. But Johnny Manziel is going to be exciting for a good 5-6 years as well. The other thing that came out yesterday, NFL win totals. I just want to comment on some of these win totals and what I think of them. No serious issues with the top teams. I like Denver at 11.5, Seattle at 11, New England and San Francisco, Green Bay all at 10.5. The Colts coming in at 9.5. I don't like this prediction at all. I think the Colts I'd go over on this pick. The Colts are bringing back wide receivers. They got Hakeem Nicks. They got more weapons. They got better on defense. I think the Indianapolis Colts could easily, in that division, win 12 games. Another team to look at as I'm scrolling down through here, Carolina Panthers at 8.5. I'm going to go under on that one. That's another one that I think is high, with them being at 8.5. They lost a lot of wide receivers. Their defense lost some guys as well, and we'll see what happens with the losses of Steve Smith and Brandon LaFell and Ted Ginn Jr., but Cam Newton could struggle to find guys to throw the ball to this year. Other teams and their over-unders, the Jets at 7. I think the Jets will be right around 7. I think Buffalo at 6.5. There's 2 teams on this lower half that I think are absolutely terrible. The first one I want to talk about are the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, in this division this year, I think they could easily win 9 games. They're in at a 6. They're in at a 6.5. I like Buffalo to play better, and I take Buffalo on the over if I were you in that situation. And the final pick has to be the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders come in at a 4.5. People are saying under on that one. I don't understand how you can say under on 4.5 for the Oakland Raiders. They bring in a quarterback, Matt Schaub. They bring in some other weapons. They bring 7 guys in that can, through the draft and through free agency, that can play on defense, and the Raiders are going to be a good team. I think the Raiders could easily win 9 games in that division. All right, let's get to some MLB action. Just a quick news and notes. Nelson Cruz, PED user, hits his 21st home run yesterday for the Baltimore Orioles. And that just goes to show that these PED users come back and they try to prove that they could have done it anyways. And I think he's a great hitter. And this is a big steal for Baltimore. They signed this guy for a 1-year, $9 million deal. Nobody else will take a chance on him. And I bet the Yankees are wishing they would have taken a chance on him over Beltran at this point. Hot free agent will become available tomorrow. Kendrys Morales, following the first-year player draft, he will be available to become a free agent. Teams will actually go out and sign him. Once the draft passes, now they can sign him without giving up a draft pick. Yankees probably would have taken a shot at him if Teixeira wasn't healthy. I could see him going a lot of places. I could see him going to the Mets. I could see him going all over. I could see him going to the Nationals. I could see him going to Boston. I could see him going to Tampa Bay. I could see this guy going a lot of places, and he will get picked up, and that will be a big pickup for whoever gets him. All right, time for your New York sports update. Yankees lose their 3rd straight last night, 5-2 and 10 innings, as they continue to struggle to hit the ball, but some guys could be on the way back. Beltran yesterday, 0 for 3, 1 for 5 today. After the game, he said the elbow felt good. Francisco Cervelli, off that hamstring injury, went 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. He can be activated, I believe. He'll be activated next Saturday, June 14th. He's probably not going to come up to the big leagues, though. J.R. Murphy playing really well, so he's going to stay up there. Another move the Yankees made, they claimed left-handed pitcher Wade LeBlanc off waivers from the Los Angeles Angels. LeBlanc's pitched 1 game this year, went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs. In his career, he's a 20-32 with a 4.53. Tonight, Yankees A's at the stadium. That will be first pitch right around 7. Jesse Chavez, 4.3, 2.78 versus Vidal Nuno, 1-2, 5.48. New York Mets dropped the first game at Wrigley 2-1 last night. Still struggling to hit the ball as well. Tonight, they'll send Dice K to the mound, 2-0 with a 2.45 against Edwin Jackson, 3-5 with a 4.81. And Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals will start tonight. LA Kings at home taking on the Rangers. It's a good series to watch for sure. It's going to come down to goalie play. I think the Rangers have the better goalie. I can't pick the Rangers to win it because the Kings are just so much better of a team. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna pick the Rangers in 7 to win it. The Kings are tired. They've played 7 games in every series already, so they're gonna lose in 7. I'm taking the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup. Just some quick announcements. Game 2 preview will be on Friday. We'll talk Belmont Stakes as well as California Chrome goes for the Triple Crown. MLB Power Rankings, and next week the FIFA World Cup begins, so I will pick all my winners on Monday for who will get through to the knockout round. Always remember to follow me on Twitter at YankeeBaller415. That is YankeeBaller415. Comment, question, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. I will be back on Friday. Have a good rest of the week.